applicable to use kind of like the steel firebox sliding out. But I was thinking I could move that thing over.
Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room. Oh boy, I'm having a bad day. Radio Room Show. And I broke something. I don't know what is going on here. I recently upgraded the SDRUNO software to the latest version. I'm always hesitant to do that, but it'd been out there for quite a while, so I thought it's safe to do that. And now I cannot get this memory panel here, which you can load databases of frequencies like the EIBI database, which is what I've loaded. I can't get it to work right. It's got two major problems. I don't know if it's related to this new version or something I did or what. So I'm looking for help to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Now, two things I usually use this for, and this is one of the features I like about this program, is I will use the search option, which is down here. I put in China for China Radio, and then you hit next, and it finds a new entry for China Radio. Now, look what it did. It moved the column over to the column where it found China. I don't want it to do that, and I don't remember it doing that before. So now I have to come down here, use this bar to move it back over so I can see what the frequency is. Now, if I took some of this other stuff off and widened this out, then I could still see the frequency probably, because it'd have more width. But I don't want to do that. I want to keep it this width, and I don't care about the other columns. So I don't want it to switch columns when it finds something. Because now if I do another search, because I've already tried this frequency and I can't get China Radio on it. So let me just, and here's a whole bunch of entries on that frequency. So let me hit next, and it does it again. So now I got to go back, move this bar over, see what frequency it's on. Turns out it's the same frequency. I'll do it again, next. Now it's moved down, but I got to move this bar over to see the frequency. Why is it doing that? It did not do that in the previous version. Now, I don't think I had in the previous version, I had the same setup as far as where these windows are, but I had a narrow window like this. It's just, I think it was moved up a little bit. And it's doing this, and it's driving me nuts. The second thing that drives me nuts is normally when you were going through this listing, either doing a search or just scrolling through it like this, when you found something that looked interesting, you just double clicked on it and it would tune the radio to that. It won't tune the radio. So this version to me is worthless. I'm probably have done something to cause this. I've tried turning different things on and off, reloading the database. I cannot get rid of those two problems. So if you can help me out with those two problems, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, what I had planned on doing this morning is the solar flux index is finally above 70. Wahoo, above 70. We wanted above 100, but since it's been below 70, we'll take above 70 today. And it's supposed to improve slightly during the week. So I was going to do some scanning in the shortwave, the shortwave bands. And I wanted to use this feature, but I can't get it to work. Now, the other problem I have, which I won't get into because I just want to send out one problem at a time, is under the SDR console program. By the way, this is SDRUNO. Under the SDR console program, on this different computer, which has a built-in speaker, it has a speaker inside the cabinet. Well, SDR console, and only SDR console, wants to use that built-in speaker instead of an external speaker. All other programs use the external speaker. I've tried changing the audio output in the program, doesn't help. It won't recognize my external speakers. It wants to work with the internal speaker, and of course, the volume on the internal speaker, since it's buried down in the chassis, is tremendously low. And even when I do a screen capture, it still, the audio that the screen capture is capturing is the audio going to that internal speaker, which means it's extremely low. It makes that program useless. I am just having a bad day. So if you can help me out with this problem with SDRUNO, I'd appreciate it. I don't know what I did as associated with this memory database that causes it, number one, when it does a search, and I'll show it one more time, I'll do a next, it changes the columns, so I have to manually move it back over to find the frequency. And I used to be able to double click on any of these entries and it would, well, there it tried to modify it. And I've clicked way out here on the left side and over here, and I've clicked everywhere, and it will not tune the radio to that frequency like it used to. Oh man, I am so upset. Anyway, if you can help me, I'd appreciate it. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.